Shabbat Shalom. In these weeks following the High Holy Days, the staff and the lay leadership of our congregation keep hearing the same positive feedback over and over again. It was incredible to see so many teens in the building throughout the high holiday season. During Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, we had, I think it was 20 teens each for their discussion sessions with Bob Osteen. Before and after each of these sessions, some of our teens helped the younger kids with High Holiday Camp, while others led parts of our service in this sanctuary. In an event that was completely their own creation, our teens performed stand-up comedy for each other in the sukkah and took over the entertainment and programming for our annual Learning Center sleepover in the sukkah. For the past few weeks, 5 of our teens have been enthusiastically participating in a college course on Jewish ethics through American Jewish University. Beyond our formal programming, our CBT teens have been changing our Torah covers, cleaning out closets, and representing Judaism at interfaith volunteer gatherings. Right now, we are blessed to have a wonderful group of young adults representing the potential we hold in our next generation of the Jewish people. Our Haftarah today from the book of Isaiah takes place in a historical time of great hope. The Jewish people are experiencing the end of the Babylonian exile, the period after the destruction of our first temple. It is becoming clear that the Persian Empire will soon defeat the Babylonian Empire, and King Cyrus of Persia is sympathetic to the idea of Jewish return to Jerusalem. The prophet Isaiah speaks of God bringing back God's beloved bride, the people Israel, with an everlasting love. The future looks bright. While today's reading ended on chapter 54, verse 10, just 3 verses later, we read Isaiah's charge to the people Israel in order to keep peace and joy in the generation to come. V'chol banayich limudei Adonai, v'rav shalom banayich. And all your children shall be learners of God, and great shall be the peace of your children. You shall be established through righteousness. You shall be safe from oppression, and shall have no fear from ruin, and it shall not come near you. On their own, these verses are enough to inspire us to teach Torah to our children. Words of Torah grant wisdom, a sense of confidence and security, and a sense of pride in our people for our next generation to carry forward to those who come after them. But diving deeper, the Talmudic discussion surrounding our verses hones in on what our current generation of CBT teens are beginning to do. In Masechet Brachot, the rabbis of the Talmud state, do not read this verse as talking about your children, banayich, but rather your builders, bonayich. And all your builders shall be learners of God, and great shall be the peace of your builders. While our traditional interpretation replaces the word children with builders, meaning that anyone who learns Torah propagates and experiences peace, I propose reading the verse with both meanings. All your children have the potential to be builders. If we give our children the opportunity to build through the Torah they learn and experience, they will have the power to bring peace, righteousness, and security to us all. Our teens are the builders of our next generation of Judaism, and it is our responsibility to give them the space and the tools to start building now. I have heard so many stories about our award-winning Rashi USY cohort a couple of decades ago, and today, many of those teens are serving in Jewish communal leadership roles, many in Dallas, and even have proudly Jewish children of their own that you'll often see running around here on a Shabbat or a Sunday. Because their Jewish adults allowed them the opportunity, they are now the established builders in our local and global Jewish community. Now we have the chance to keep building with our generation of CBT teens today. As we have a group with a whole lot of ideas Let's listen to what they have to say and implement their suggestions. Whether in service leading, volunteer opportunities, or just conversations about what our synagogue can do and be, I ask you to include those teens who are listening in. Ask for their opinions. You will most likely find yourself impressed by their maturity, their creativity, and their real passion for Judaism. While our Learning Center Principal, Brandy, and our Education VP, Rachel, are superwomen all on their own, and while our teens are very independent, the growing teen programming we have at CBT is only possible with the help of volunteers, and you can be one of them. Our teens have a huge variety of interests that connect them to Judaism and to CBT, and you may have special expertise that helps them connect even more helps them to connect to Judaism with even more enthusiasm. Above all, I ask that you take our teens seriously. They are the builders of our Jewish future. For the teens in the room, and there are a couple, but there are more who I'm going to send this to, know that your presence is appreciated. Know, too, that you are an example, that you have dozens of kids looking up to you as role models for who they want to be, both as Jews and as caring, compassionate human beings. Have fun exploring your Judaism. You need that joy in order to build up the energy we need from you to build towards that greater future. We are here to support you, whether just to listen or to point you towards your next Jewish journey. So together, I'd like us to turn to page 204 in our Siddur. That little Talmudic interpretation I spoke about is right in our Siddur under a final teaching. So together we'll read the Talmudic passage that reminds us of the potential for peace that our children, that our teenagers carry with every Jewish learning opportunity we give them. So we'll read together a final teaching. Rabbi Eliezer said in the name of Rabbi Hanina, students of Torah increase peace in the world. As the prophet Isaiah said, all your children shall be taught by Adonai, and your children shall increase peace. Do not read the word as banaich, your children, but rather as bonaich, your builders. May those who love your Torah find great peace. May they not stumble. May there be peace within your walls, tranquility in your citadels. For the sake of my brothers and friends, pray for peace in your midst. For the sake of the house of Adonai our God, I seek your welfare. May God grant strength to God's people. May God grant God's people peace. So if you know Lema'an Achai V'Re'ai, please sing with me. Lema'an Achai V'Re'ai, Lema'an Achai V'Re'ai, Adabrana, Adabrana, Shalom Bach, Lema'an Achai V'Re'ai, Lema'an Achai V'Re'ai, Adabrana, Adabrana, Shalom Bach, Leman Beit Adonai Eloheinu Avak, Shatov Lach, Leman Beit Adonai Eloheinu Avak, Shatov Lach. Shabbat Shalom.